This is Benchmark 1, Identify and Gain Permission. You're going to identify a child with a challenging behavior. That behavior needs to be a behavior that's consistently negative. It's not something that a child just misbehaves once in a while when they don't get their way. The child needs to be between the ages of 3 and 8. We don't want a child younger than 3 because a child younger than 3 is considered a toddler and their behavior is developing. And we don't want a child older than 8 because the strategies that you're going to be learning in this course are strategies that relate to early childhood, and they would not be appropriate for a child that is, say, grade 3 or 4 or above. You need to choose a child that is not your own child or a child that is living with you or a stepchild. You want the child to not be close to you. This is because you need to be objective in your data collection and in your analysis. The next thing you're going to choose is the setting. The setting is either going to be in the classroom or it's going to be in the home setting. Now when I say home setting, that doesn't mean it has to be inside in the house. It can be anywhere with the family. It can be at church, it can be in the backyard, it can be in a park, anywhere with the family. If you choose a classroom, you have to get permission from the center or the school, and you have to get permission from the teacher of the child in whose class you'll be observing. This is because the teacher is going to partner with you and you need her permission to do that. You'll use the observation cover letter that's included in Moodle to identify yourself and let them know your purpose. Give this to the director or the principal so she knows that you're a student from Craven Community College and that you're in the early childhood program and that you're doing this, this observation for child guidance. If you don't know a child that is exhibiting difficult behavior, then you can go to a center. You can identify yourself with a letter that's included in your course and ask their assistance in choosing a child to observe. Call me if you're going to do this because I can recommend some directors in Craven County that, for you to speak with who are familiar with this assignment and this program. After your date is set up at the center, when you arrive, you have to present the director or teacher with the verification form. This form documents your time spent during your observation. Your first observation is going to be 1 to 2 hours long. You need to get signed parental permission to observe the child. It doesn't matter if you're observing it in the child in the center or school or anywhere else or at home. You have to have the parent's permission. This parental form is also included and it needs to be signed and dated. You'll be doing 2 observations. One is at the beginning, and that's for you to document behavior, after which you will create strategies to share with the family and or the teachers to implement. Then after 3 weeks of the implementation of the strategies, you'll do a second observation to see if the strategies have an impact on the behavior. Each observation should last 1 to 2 hours. It needs to be enough time to observe the documented behavior, so if this takes longer, then you'll need to stay longer. If you go on a home visit, if you're choosing a home visit, you will need to get parental permission only. See the parental permission form. Once your documents are signed, then you may start observing the child.